Okay, welcome everyone. So if you've ever felt that absolute pull-your-hair-out frustration of stagnant website traffic, or getting leads that are just completely unqualified, or honestly just pouring money into digital marketing without seeing any kind of clear return, well, you're in exactly the right place today. In this explainer, we're going to unpack a strategic diagnostic framework, and this comes straight from the source material on hiring an SEO consultant in South Africa. We're going to cut through all the industry noise, and by the time we wrap this up, we are going to build a definitive decision checklist together. It's really going to help you zero in on your exact needs and figure out once and for all if your budget is actually better spent elsewhere. All right, let's dive right in.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll cover 1. The cost of guessing. 2. When to wait. 3. Signs you need help. 4. What consultants actually do. 5. Red flags to watch out for. And finally, 6. That all-important decision checklist.
All right, part 1. The cost of guessing. Diagnosis before activity. So many business owners and marketing teams start frantically looking for SEO help only when they're already under serious pressure. Your rankings are stuck. Or, hey, maybe you are getting traffic, but the leads? Just terrible. Or worse, you've been paying an agency for months, getting these regular reports showing lots and lots of activity, but there's literally zero commercial outcome, nothing hitting the bottom line. The natural knee-jerk reaction is usually to think, we just need more SEO, more blog posts, more backlinks, let's up the monthly retainer. But think about it. It's exactly like a doctor prescribing really expensive medication without ever actually examining you. Your problem usually isn't a lack of activity, it's a lack of a proper diagnosis.
And that right there brings us to the core thesis of our explainer today. The cost of guessing has become higher than the cost of proper diagnosis. If your SEO isn't working, throwing more money at generic, run-of-the-mill tasks is just a massive waste of your budget. You don't need another automated tool report. You need someone to actually look under the hood, pinpoint the exact roadblock, and prioritize the fixes that are going to move the needle.
Moving on to part 2. When to wait. Do you need a consultant yet?
Look, just to be completely upfront with you guys, not every single business needs a senior SEO consultant right this second. Imagine a brand new business that hasn't even fully figured out its core offer or exactly who its target audience is. Compare that to, say, an established business with a mature website, rock-solid commercial goals, and a sudden, highly complex roadblock, like a massive unexplained traffic drop. Completely different scenarios, right?
So here are 5 specific false positives where you should probably hold your horses. Number 1 and 2, your website is brand new or your target customers are totally undefined. Honestly, bringing in a senior consultant right now is premature. You've got to define the business first. Number 3, your site just needs some basic on-page cleanup, not a high-level strategic overhaul. Number 4, and this is a huge one, you have absolutely zero internal capacity or developer resources to actually implement any recommendations. If you can't fix it, you're just buying a really expensive PDF. And finally, number 5, your budget is simply too small to act on whatever the consultant finds. In all these cases, you really just need some internal definition and basic cleanup before you start paying for an expert's time.
All right, part 3. Signs you need help. Fix this first. So, the flip side. The crucial point here is knowing when you genuinely need expert intervention. Have you seen your organic traffic just completely drop off a cliff and literally nobody internally can figure out why? Or maybe you've been running an SEO campaign for 6, maybe 8 months, spending good money, but your actual leads and sales haven't moved an inch? Imagine an e-commerce store with thousands of pages, but the completely wrong products are ranking, driving 0 actual sales. Yeah, that is exactly where consultants' diagnostic skills become absolutely essential. The same goes for if you're planning a major website redesign, or if you suspect you've got deep technical blockers that are stopping Google from even crawling your site in the first place.
Which brings us to part 4. What consultants do. Strategy over activity.
It is incredibly vital that you understand exactly what it is you are buying. An SEO consultant is not just somebody who sells you a neat little package of 10 blog posts and 5 backlinks every month. No, an SEO consultant is a strategic partner. Their true value? It lies in their judgment. They diagnose the underlying, invisible issues. They prioritize the critical fixes. And, most importantly, they connect all that SEO work directly to commercial revenue outcomes. You're buying clarity here, not just another automated activity report for the pile.
Okay, so what does that actually look like in the real world? Well, a good consultant will handle a deep, technical SEO review to find out exactly what's holding you back right now. They're going to map your keywords to actual search intent, meaning you attract buyers, not just random browsers. If you're doing a migration or redesign, they map out a super clear, actionable roadmap, telling you exactly which fixes matter most and which ones you can just ignore for now. They'll even help you figure out what you can handle internally versus what absolutely needs a developer. Heck, they can even act as an independent advisor to review quotes when you're looking to hire an external agency.
Part 5. Red flags. Before you pay.
Now we have to talk about this, because in the SEO industry, bad medicine and, frankly, outright snake oil is unfortunately super common. If a provider promises you guaranteed #1 rankings, run for the hills. Seriously, it is literally impossible to guarantee organic search results. If they offer generic, cookie-cutter SEO packages without properly diagnosing your specific site first, you are basically paying for a one-size-fits-all Band-Aid. Monthly activity reports that just list off tasks but don't show any real business impact, massive red flag. And if they just hand you a giant list of keywords without any explanation of search intent or commercial logic, well, you're paying for aimless activity masking as a strategy. Bottom line, if they cannot explain exactly what they are prioritizing and why, do not hire them.
And finally, Part 6, the decision checklist. Clear SEO priorities. Okay, this is it. This is the absolute core of today's explainer, your diagnostic checklist to figure out your exact needs right this minute. I want you to ask your team these 5 questions. Ready? 1. Do we know exactly why our SEO isn't working? 2. Are we currently spending money on SEO without seeing any clear, measurable progress? 3. Are we planning a major website change, a redesign, or a migration anytime soon? 4. Do we have tons of content sitting on our site but lack qualified commercial traffic that actually converts to sales? And 5. Do we really need an independent, senior point of view before we lock ourselves into a long-term, expensive agency retainer? Listen, if you are answering yes to several of these, and especially if you can't confidently answer that very first question, an expert consultant is absolutely the right next step for you.
Let's look at next steps, moving from uncertainty to action. Based on everything we've unpacked today, here's your crystal clear roadmap. Step 1. If you don't know what is actually wrong, you have to start with a comprehensive SEO diagnosis or audit. Do this before you spend even one more dime on content or backlinks. Step 2. If you already know what's wrong, but you just don't know how to fix it, book a strategy consultation to prioritize those fixes. Get them in order. Step 3. Use the resources we mentioned from the source material, like an SEO consultant cost guide. Use it to compare provider costs and make sure you are getting exactly what you pay for.
I want to leave you all with one final really important thought today. If you just continue guessing with your digital marketing budget this year, what will the lack of a proper diagnosis ultimately cost your business? And I don't just mean in wasted agency fees. I mean in lost revenue, lost market share, and honestly, lost time that you can never get back. Remember our thesis. The cost of guessing is almost always higher than the cost of a proper diagnosis. So take the time to get clear. Use that checklist we built today and make a commercially sound decision for your growth. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, keep learning.